Welcome to the EMMO E-mini Pro assembly video. This video will guide you through the step-by-step unboxing and assembly process. Before starting the assembly, prepare the following tools. Before you begin, check the bike's model and color. Record the serial number and take a photo. Unpack carefully and follow the warnings to avoid any damage. When placing the front wheel, keep the disc rotor facing up. After removing all packaging, you'll find all the necessary parts inside. Let's start with the handlebar installation. First, secure the handlebar stem by tightening the stem binder bolt with a 5mm hex key. Raise the handlebar stem upright. Push the quick-release lever in and lock the latch. Next, use a 5mm hex key to remove the stem faceplate and hardware, and keep them. Put the handlebar onto the head tube. Keep the front fork, cables, and brake lever facing forward, so the brake caliper is on the kickstand side. Finally, reinstall the stem faceplate using the same hex key, and adjust the handlebar angle to your preference before tightening. Next, adjust the display angle to your liking and tighten it using a 2.5mm hex key. Do not exceed 1 Nm of torque. Align the connectors and tighten to secure the display cable. That completes the handlebar installation. Now, let's install the front wheel. First, remove the brake pad spacer. Take off the fork protector plate. These are the nuts and washers removed from the axle. To begin, thread a round nut loosely onto the wheel axle. Then, slide on the teardrop-shaped flat washer, the round flat washer, and the long nut. After that, insert the wheel axle from the side without the disc rotor and push it through to the other side. Next, slide on the short nut, the round washer, and the teardrop washer, and finally thread on another round nut loosely. Make sure the suspension is facing forward and the brake is positioned on the kickstand side. Align the wheel with the fork and guide the rotor between the pads. Make sure all washers are outside the fork. Before you tighten the nuts, check that both teardrop washers are seated properly into the fork's cam curve. Ensure that the wheel axle is level and parallel to the ground, and that the wheel is centered within the fork. Finally, use a 16mm wrench to tighten the two outer round nuts evenly on both sides. Quick release safety check. Lift the front of the bike and spin the wheel. It should spin smoothly, with no wobble. Rock the bike forward and back while holding the handlebars. Make sure there's no looseness in the wheel, fork, or handlebar. Next, let's install the fender. Remove the screw from the fork arch. You'll need it later to attach the fork, headlamp, and fender. Do not route the headlamp cable through the suspension. Use a 5mm hex key and a 10mm wrench to secure the fender. Before fully tightening, slightly lift the fender to leave a small gap between it and the tire. Before you begin installation, make sure the brake cable is positioned outside the fender bracket. Loosen the dropout screws on both sides with a 4mm hex key and keep them. Then, use the same screws to attach and secure the fender. Organize the cables around the headlamp and secure them with zip ties. That completes the front wheel installation. Install the pedals next. Identify the left and right pedals based on the markings. Attach each pedal to its corresponding crank arm. Tighten the right pedal clockwise, then secure it with a wrench. Tighten the left pedal counterclockwise, then secure it with a wrench. Next, let's install the seat. Loosen the seat post clamp, adjust the height to your preference. Make sure the slot on the seat post clamp is aligned with the opening on the frame. Position the lever into the cam curve and press to lock. Final check. Pump both tires to the recommended pressure, between 25 and 30 psi. Check and tighten all screws securely. Make sure they meet the recommended torque values. Finally, attach the axle nut covers to the rear wheel axle.